place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
Dive into Xperia Ocean Journey in Sevierville. And now, before November, locals in Sevier, Blount, Knox, Cocke, and Jefferson counties receive buy one, get one free tickets. Just use code BOGO at XperiaUpClose.com. That's XPERIA UpClose.com.
All right, then. Well, I guess my camera's not going to work. Stand by for that. You can probably hear me, but you can't see my camera. So stand by. Hold on a second. Well, we may not have a camera. We may have to relaunch this. Hold on one second, folks. All right, let's see if my camera comes back. Hopefully it comes back here. We'll see. I can't promise you anything right now. There we go. Well, it's a little dark, but we'll fix that. Geez, I take my kids to school and look what I end up having to deal with here this morning. So there we go. We'll brighten things up a little bit. How about that? There we go. Now we're back in action. Let's come back here for a second. Hi, how are you? I'm here. Happy Thursday. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. All right. Well, good morning, Joanne. We got Carcane joining us as well. Didn't know it was cold enough to freeze you in place. Well, yeah, apparently it is. Happy Friday Eve, Aaron. We were here before the relaunch. Nice. Dang gremlins. I don't know what just happened. I came actually into the studio after taking my kid to school. So I let my wife sleep in this morning. And so I was like, hey, listen, you sleep in. I'll take care of the kids. So I got one off to elementary school, got him some breakfast and whatnot. Took him to the bus stop. Came back. My older one, who goes to middle school, doesn't go for another probably 30 minutes after my youngest one goes. He goes, will you just take me to work or to school? Which is his work, of course. I'm like, yeah, I'll take you real quick. He goes, do you have time? I go, I've got time. So I took him to school, dropped him off, came back here. When I came back here, my computer had gone black, so I had to relaunch everything, and then that apparently snowballed into, well, everything else. But here we are together. Let's start you off first things first with a check of those temperatures from yesterday. We actually made it to 71 degrees. I was forecasting 70, so pretty much right on par there. It was a warm day. It turned out to be a warm and breezy day, so I want to show you a cool time lapse. We had the fog yesterday morning as well, especially in West Knoxville. Not everywhere saw the fog yesterday, but saw some pretty thick fog in West Knoxville. Burned off pretty quickly, and look at the abundant sunshine with a couple of high thin clouds drifting through the sky. You can see the camera bouncing around quite a bit as well. So we had quite a bit of wind yesterday. A live look out there this morning from Anakeesta, and just a few clouds hanging out with us this morning. And that's about the extent of it. It's going to be another great day today. Temperatures are going to be trending a little bit cooler than what we were yesterday, thanks to our cold front that came through that brought us the wind. Didn't have any precipitation, so it was a moisture-starved cold front. That's off across the eastern seaboard, pushing out into the Atlantic. But notice the storm system across the Intermountain West moving its way into the high plains and the upper Midwest. That's our next frontal boundary that comes through tomorrow. That's going to bring us increasing chances for some showers and thunderstorms and maybe some isolated strong thunderstorms. I'm not expecting a lot, but we do have a risk for some locally heavy rainfall and some isolated strong storms. Temperatures this morning feels pretty good outside. It's chilly, of course. It is November 6th by all means. Forecast for the day today, we're going to see those temperatures climb into the low 60s for the lunch hour. Great. High temperatures this afternoon will be in the low, mid, and upper 60s to a few pockets of 70s across the Southern Valley. So we're still looking at a nice average day. Average high for this time of year is in the mid 60s. So can't go wrong with that. So just a little bit of a cool down back behind yesterday's cold front. Then we warm right back up throughout the day tomorrow. And if you have evening plans here tonight, should be great. We're at 58 by 6, 49 degrees by 10. But our rain chances do increase late in the day on Friday. So that 60% on Friday is going to be probably closer to the evening rush hour. Showers and thunderstorms through the overnight hours, and then kind of maybe a couple of passing showers on Saturday. Can't rule that out by all means. And then Saturday into Sunday, Sunday into Monday, here comes this next deep trough. It's going to start to dig on in. So let's break it down day by day. We'll talk about the severe weather risk for the day tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a level 1 risk. Now, when looking at all the model guidance and whatnot, I really don't anticipate a whole lot. I think probably Fentress, Cumberland, Morgan's, maybe Cumberland. Well, I said it's Cumberland. Let's see. Let's go. Campbell County may have a chance for a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. So I can't rule out maybe a couple of special weather statements. Do we see actually severe thunderstorm warnings? Probably not, but can't rule it out. So something to kind of keep in mind. So I want to time it out for you. Let's pick up our timeline tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds. So the clouds are going to start to increase. The wind's going to start to increase as well. Take you to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and here comes a storm. So we could already start to see some showers and thunderstorms around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon for Scott, Campbell, Fentress, and maybe northern Cumberland and Morgan County. From 4 to 5, it's going to continue to slowly work its way on in. Here's your evening rush hour for tomorrow night. And of course, this is subject to change by a couple of hours, give or take, but probably going to be about the timing I think that we'll see really things start to fire up. Now, of course, the earlier in the day it is, the better chance that we have to tap into that instability in the atmosphere. The later in the day it is, well, probably less likely to see that severe weather. So again, there's 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll take you to 8 o'clock. There's 8 o'clock. So you can see how the showers and thunderstorms are going to evolve and push their way through. It's got a strong northeasterly to southwester orientation. So again, it's going to start on the plateau, then slowly work its way into the valley. And eventually after 7 to 9 o'clock at night, it moves its way into the mountain counties, which will lose that severe weather potential likely, although can't rule out a couple of special weather statements or maybe a couple of strong thunderstorms. By Saturday morning, we'll probably see some patchy dense fog. Through the day on Saturday, a couple of passing showers, not a big deal. And rainfall totals from now through Saturday night, we're probably picking up about a half an inch of rainfall. So some good and much needed rain this time of the year for sure. And remember, October is our driest month. November, December, January, we start to see on average our precipitation chances increase. On the big picture, we pick up our timeline Saturday night, and here comes our next deep trough. And I've superimposed rainfall and snowfall forecasts on there. So that deep trough is going to dig on in, and that's going to bring us some very cold Canadian air. I mean, we're talking temperatures trending about 20 to 25 degrees below average come Monday and Tuesday, which also means that the confidence is starting to increase that we'll see a little bit of snow around the area. And so I do think that's going to be the case. So let's break it down. I know we're still several days away, but it's already Thursday. So this is what I'm going with for now. And it's probably going to be about all we will see. So I'll go dusting across the Cumberland Plateau from Claiborne to Scott County, Campbell, all the way down to Cumberland County. When I say a dusting, I mean rooftops, grassy areas, cars, but the ground's too warm. Whenever we get these first snows, don't ever really anticipate, especially it's this one, because we're not talking about a major Arctic blast. We're not talking about the ground is still just too warm. So we're going to get all of it's really going to melt beforehand. So a dusting on the plateau, maybe a few flurries here in the valley. Can't rule that out, especially Knox County up towards Tri-Cities. Maybe a light dusting across some of the higher terrain, grassy areas, rooftops across the Tri-Cities area and along the foothills. But the highest peaks of the Smokies could potentially get 1 to 2 inches. Now, don't look at the European model right now if you're a modeler looker. And this is the time of year to please watch what you share on social media. People are already painting a picture of like 7 to 10 inches of snowfall across the mountains of East Tennessee. That is likely not to happen, but that's what the Euro is painting. And so they put that on social media. So you like and share, you see all these colors, they get paid by this. So watch what you share. If you don't know the person, if it's not a trusted source, do not share that on social media. Just keep scrolling. Come back to East Tennessee weather. I'll keep you posted on everything. All right, so here's your 7-day forecast. We're going to be in the 60s and 70s today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be breezy as that cold front approaches and increasing our chance for showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, I've got falling temperatures. We'll probably, at this point of the game, have a high temperature right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then temperatures will start to plummet during the afternoon, at which point I think after about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, the snow machine will start cranking up. And I think that's the timing that we'll probably start to see a little bit of snowfall developing around the area from the plateau to the mountains. And then through the overnight hours, we could see some light snow. So we could wake up, say Monday morning with a light dusting of snow, grassy areas, rooftops, and the cars, but not expecting a lot. And then then it's going to be cold, just plain cold. I mean, you've got to realize our average temperatures in the middle of winter are not even this cold. So we're talking more December, January kind of weather. 40s for high temperatures, 20s for low. So we're talking about a hard freeze Monday and Tuesday morning, and then temps will start to gradually warm back up. So when you look at the Climate Prediction Center, remember we've got that below average weather at the end of the 7-day, but we may start to trend a little bit above average, above and beyond the 7-day forecast. So we'll see how that all plays out. Good morning, Joey. How are you this morning? Let's see. Elaine's going to take it. Everyone having a good day so far? I got you, Buck. I got you. Good morning, Vietnam. I mean, East Tennessee weather. Yeah. We're lighthearted here, buddy. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Did I say the F word? I did it. I said the S word too. So, I mean, these are two terrible words to say on TV. I get it. Listen, when I first moved to town in 2005, they said, whatever you do, don't say the 4-letter S word on TV. I was like, I would not do that. I'm a broadcaster. And they were like, no, snow. People around here, and somebody already posted on social media going, the grocery stores, here we go again. All right, let's get to work with those national holidays for the day today. We're also talking about weather events in history and world history as well. Before we get there, though, here is a live look in West Knoxville from Fox Road Marina and beautiful sunshine. Thursday is your Friday. Woohoo! Nice. That is solid. All right. So what's on the calendar for the day today? It's obviously November 6th. So your national holidays for the day today. We're celebrating birthdays and events. So anybody have any birthdays out there, let us know. Any events going on, let us know as well. Today is National Cash Back Day. What does that mean? Well, National Cash Back Day on the first Thursday in November speaks to the savvy shopper in all of us. It's one big day of exclusive offers that give you big cash back. This is true, by the way, because if you need appliances, allegedly, today is the day to purchase your appliances. And if you recall, my wife and I are rebuilding our kitchen because of our kitchen fire that we had back in February. It's been a long year without a kitchen. And so today is the day that we're buying all of our appliances, dishwashers, refrigerators, stoves, and wait till you see our stove. We're going to get an awesome stove because we are big cooks and we like to cook, and so we want a big, awesome stove. Today is also National Nachos Day. I love me some nachos. They are good. Good day for nachos. It's National Men Make Dinner Day. Big shout out to the men out there this morning. Are you a cook? I love to cook. I cook probably most of the meals, not all of the meals, but probably most of them because I'm home with the kids and my wife is working. So I've got to cook dinner, and I've done that. And I love cooking. That's why we're rebuilding our kitchen the way we want it. That's why we're going to have a big stove because I love to cook. So once it gets all done, you'll be able to join me in the kitchen because I'll start doing some fun kitchen stuff. I know a lot of you like to see what I'm cooking in the kitchen, but right now you don't want to see my kitchen. It's National Saxophone Day. My kid's playing the trumpet, and he's getting really good at it, by the way. And this is his first year, but maybe you play saxophone. All right. On this date in history, 2006, how about November 6th? In 2005, severe thunderstorms produced a deadly tornado near Evansville, Indiana. During the early morning hours of November 6th, there were 23 fatalities. In 1989, unseasonably warm weather prevailed in the south and southeastern U.S. 9 cities from Florida to Oklahoma and Texas reported record highs into the 80s, pushing close to 90 in Dallas-Fort Worth. In 1988, a powerful low-pressure system over the Great Lakes region continued to produce snow across parts of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. Snowfall totals up to 24 inches around the shoreline of Lake Superior. In 1987, high winds in the northeast U.S. turning a recent warm spell into a distant memory, gusting to 63 miles per hour in Rhode Island. And then it also brought heavy, wet snow to some of the higher elevations in Arizona, Colorado, and Utah. And in 1951, snow fell from the Texas Panhandle to the lower Great Lakes, leaving record totals of 12.5 inches in St. Louis, 14 inches in Springfield, Missouri, and 20 inches at the in Nevada, Missouri, with over 13 inches in Sedan, Kansas. And on this date in history, across the world, our daily quote, a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. That's Winston Churchill. In 1995, Ard Modell, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, announced plans to move his team to Baltimore. In 1965, the Rolling Stones, Strange Loves, and Fontella bass appeared on Shindig. Whatever that is. In 1952, the first hydrogen bomb was exploded at atoll in the Pacific Ocean. In 1947, Meet the Press debuted on NBC. The show went on to a weekly show on September 12th, 1948, and still on today. 1947, that's crazy. In 1861, Jefferson Davis was elected as the president of the Confederacy in the U.S. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected to be the 16th president of the United States. And in 1851, Charles Henry Dow was born. He was the founder of the Dow Jones and Company. The more you know. Got a gorgeous sunrise taking shape right now from Anderson County. We'll take it back outside. Look at that one. Good morning, Clinton. Nice, Buck. Well, the good news is I've got a thing called like a One Pass or something like that. A buddy of mine works for Whirlpool, which now makes a KitchenAid. And so we get a big discount for that. So that's going to be a help. And plus our contractor works with them as well. So you prepare 99% of the meals here, have done it for 15 years or more. The girls and the smoker are my friends. The grill and the girls and your son. Your friend. Amen to that. You played first chair alto saxophone in middle school and freshman year. That is awesome. My wife and my son were just talking about first chair and what it meant for first chair anyways, just the other day. And he's striving. He's got in their concert, he actually has a solo. Morning, Robin. How are you? Negative, my friend. Negative. Samsung's awful. Every Samsung appliance that we've ever had has been awful. Let's see. That's what started the kitchen fire. Samsung stove. Let's see. Our Samsung refrigerator broke and, well, they wouldn't fix it. I'm going to go negative on that one there, Buck. Not been a big fan of Samsung myself. Not when it comes to kitchen appliances. Let's just throw that out there. Other appliances? Sure. Why not? You get all your appliances at Patterson's. That's actually where I'm going. I'm going through Patterson's because they actually honor some cool services, and they are very, very helpful people there. Let's see. KitchenAid, always good and American made. There we go. There we go. Let's talk about some pictures. We've got some great photos to share with you this morning. A big old cow and the rising moon or the setting moon. Let's get that smaller. We got to get the cow on there. There we go. That picture was sent in by Stacy Cowan. Big, bright orange moon on the Cowan farm in Seymour this evening. Got, of course, Elaine knocking out of the park. I think she's on here this morning. How about that one? Big old orange moon. It was beautiful for sure. Here we go. Here's another one from a distance. From a distance from Elaine. I love that you're posting these all on the platform, Elaine. Here's another one from Elaine. She's like, I couldn't stop taking photos. It just was so good. It might come in sideways. Nope. How about that one? That one's good. Behind the lens. Let's see. We've got another one. This is another one from Elaine. Elaine's just knocking it out of the park. How about that one? Here's one from Linda Cole outside Rutledge in the Joppa community. It's going to be sideways. Oh, no, not sideways. That's cool. Look at that. That's just amazing. I was going to try to get my drone up before the show. Autopilot capturing this little critter in the trees. Oh, how we're a society of vertical photos now. Isn't it funny how things have changed over the years? If you can take photos horizontally, it presents a little bit better on East Tennessee. All right, this is Mr. Barnaby. Mr. Barnaby playing. It's a cool shot. Mr. Barnaby either climbing up or coming down. Not quite sure what Barnaby's doing here, but this is another one from Autopilot, who joins us from Ringgold, Georgia, by the way. Look at that one. That's a cool shot, Otto. Great one. And we've got one from Bonnie of the moon. I grabbed one this morning of the moon as well. Let's see if mine actually shows up. This is the one at the bus stop when I took my kid to the bus stop. That's the picture I got from my iPhone. That's all you get. Let's see. Here's another one from the iPhone. It turned out pretty good. Not as good as Elaine's, that's for sure. Elaine, I could not be nearly as good as you are. Cool stuff, though. Great pictures. Did you happen to see yesterday on social media? I got a chance to get out and donate blood. There's a big crew. Here's a big crew. So that's Ivanka and David Landis. And David actually was struggling to live, actually, and ended up having to get, I think, like 40 pints of blood. So after he survived, thank goodness for that, and my wife actually took care of him back then, they have started their own blood drive. And a lot of great people out there. Actually saw Heather Wallaga yesterday. There's my wife as well. So Heather was out there. Here's me giving blood. Here's my wife and Heather. Cool photo of Heather. I didn't even know she was going to be there. And I was terrified. And then my wife and I got done. And we celebrated that we saved 6 lives. So that was really cool to do. Again, it was my very first time to ever donate blood. And I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like needles. I don't like to donate blood. I don't even like the sight of blood. But I did it. I did it yesterday, and I'm so proud. And that 16 gauge needle is, well, a very large needle. And I thought it was going to hurt, but the nurse did an amazing job. I didn't even feel it. Now, that's a lot of AI going on in your cell phone there, Buck. So it may be good, but it's really just AI. Right. We must be on an Android. I tried to submit one the other night, but the app shut down every time I tried. Lee, I'm sorry. We've got a lot of tickets to the app developers to try to fix this. So please bear with me. We are getting it fixed. All right, we're going to wrap things up. Beautiful sunshine here today. We've got colder weather and some storms on the way. And I'm trying to find a camera for you to send you off to, we'll take Fort Loudon Dam. It's got a nice little shot this morning. Anyway, so showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night. Of course, join me tomorrow. We'll time it out a little bit more detail tomorrow. And then we're talking about a big pattern change in that cold weather. If you're joining on the app and you joined in late, I will be sending you back to the 24-hour weather channel here in just a second. So stand by and you'll be able to get that latest forecast from yours truly. Or you can just jump over to the app, check out Witcher's 1 Minute Weather. Also check in with the full forecast where I break things down in a lot more detail. But big old pattern change, 20 to 25 degrees colder come Monday, Tuesday. Colder than average, I should say. But today, it's going to be a gorgeous day with temperatures average to slightly above average. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short, and I'll be putting your chat as we head off to break over the live camera of Fort Loudon Lake. Have a great day.
Fly free. There's a spray can sitting, it could light up the show. front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you